cappuccino with clap your hands. If you're Yay! Yay! Oh, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming Amaya's baby routine. So if you are new over here, Amaya has just turned 9 months old, and basically everything I'm going to show you today is what we have been doing ever since she turned 6 months. So it's a kind of baby routine for a 6 to 9 month old. I've done a couple of similar videos to this one, which I am going to link in the description box below. Are you watching me? So we are going to show you everything that Amaya does in a day, what she eats, what time she goes to bed, what time she naps, her evening routine, everything will be shown in this video. So let us take you through a day in the life with a 9 month old. Okay, so it is 6 o'clock this morning and Amaya has woken up. She will wake up any time, usually between 5:45 and 6:30 in the morning, maybe on a good day. It just really depends. The first thing we do is I take her through into the living room where I would give her her first feed. Amaya is breastfed and she is now having 5 feeds a day, so this is her first feed. Then the carnage begins. So mummy has her coffee whilst the two of them play with their toys. It's actually really nice to see them now because they're getting along really well and they're interacting more with each other. So the more that Amaya is growing up and being a little bit more mobile, the more that you see them communicating more and playing more. So it is just really nice. Plus they keep each other entertained, so that gives me about 5 to 10 minutes of peace. This morning I'm making banana pancakes. Now these are super easy to make. I absolutely love them, and if you follow me over on Instagram you will see I make them at least once a week. They're basically just a mashed banana with 1 egg, mix it together and cook it in coconut oil. You can cook it in pretty much any oil that you prefer. Some people use butter, but I just find that coconut oil is a healthier option. And they're not only great for Jacob, but Amaya absolutely loves them, especially with her doing baby-led weaning. They're great finger food for her. I'm actually making double the amount, so I'm using 2 bananas and 2 eggs because they are going to be for all of us, and whatever we don't eat we can freeze or just put in the fridge until tomorrow. You are going to see quite a few headbands throughout this video, but I just cannot help myself. I think in the beginning when I was pregnant and I found out it was a girl, I always said I'm not going to put headbands on her, and then I discovered headbands on a baby and I think she just looks adorable in them. And to be fair, I don't think she is a big fan, but for now she hasn't taken it off, so I'm just going to keep it on. So after we finish breakfast, we have a little bit more playtime whilst getting them out of their PJs and into their day clothes. We don't always necessarily go places, but sometimes I feel like when I get out of my pajamas and into, well, normally I'm wearing leggings, but I just feel less sluggish that day and a little bit more motivated. So I feel like it might do the same for the kids. Plus, I also think that I've got so many clothes and hand-me-downs and gifts for them. It would be a shame for them just to sit in the wardrobe. So yeah, there we go. That is why we get dressed for the day, even if we're not leaving the house. Amaya's favourite person in the world right now has to be her big brother Jacob. She literally could be in floods of tears or having a little bit of a meltdown, and as soon as she sees him she smiles and laughs. I actually think that sometimes she calls his name. Obviously she can't speak right now, but she does a lot of like and I think it's usually towards the door if we're in her bedroom and she's basically calling Jacob. Although I think right now she's trying to take his toy off him, so I'm not quite sure that he's feeling the same. At At around 9:30, I'll give Amaya her second feed of the day before putting her down for a nap. I love this time with her. I just feel like in the morning after she's had her breakfast and her playtime and she's ready for her nap, she's super cuddly, so relaxed and just ready to snuggle in. So I take advantage and get lots and lots of hugs. I check her nappy and then I put her in her sleeping bag before I put her down. She is a little bit giddy this morning and smiley, which is just beautiful. Both of my kids sleep with white noise. It's an essential part of sleep training and they've both been sleep trained. So what I'm going to do now is just give her a little cuddle, a little rock and put her down in her cot awake. I'll leave the room and then she will self-settle and put herself to sleep. She'll usually maybe rub her eyes or chat away to herself and it usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes and then she's fast asleep. Amaya is now awake, so she slept from 9:30 until about 11. So the first nap is about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to give her a feed. So this is feed number 3 of the day before I change her and take her through. So Amaya had a major poop explosion, hence the change in outfits. We do actually have those every now and again, and I think it's because of her diet right now. We're basically experimenting with lots of different foods. But anyhow, she is now going to sit and play on the mat as I am giving Jacob his lunch. Where is Amaya? Where is Amaya? Here I am. Here I am. Amaya has been drooling quite a bit recently and I think it's usually a sign of teething. She doesn't have any teeth just yet, but I am certain that they are going to pop out any day now. So it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon and Amaya is having her lunch. So today we have made homemade chicken burgers. I actually got this recipe from the Annabelle Carmel digital weaning course, which I am absolutely in love with. And she loves everything that we have made her from those recipes. So as I said, it is chicken burgers today with carrots and peas. Maya absolutely loves her food and there isn't anything that she has not liked so far. We follow a combination of spoon feeding and baby-led weaning. I did a video on a simple guide to weaning, which I am going to link down below, but it just takes you through our journey and what were her first foods and how we got on to eating the food that we eat today. Then it's Mummy's turn to have her lunch. So Jacob is down for his nap. He is 2.5 and he has 1 nap a day. Unfortunately, it's not at the same time as Amaya's. So I always have one of them, if not both, throughout the day. So Amaya's just going to sit quietly whilst I eat and she will play and just watch me, which is really quite nice. And then I do take advantage of the fact that Big Brother is sleeping and I try and spend a bit of one-to-one time with Amaya. I just feel a little bit of mum guilt because I used to spend a lot more time with my eldest when it was just him, and now I feel like she doesn't really get me time. So we tend to do things like sensory exercises or really any kind of games that just really involve just the two of us. She loves singing and dancing and anything with a bit of movement in it. She just giggles away, and I love as well the fact that she can just sit there and keep herself busy quite a lot. It's really nice to watch. Although she has recently discovered how loud she can be, and this is basically what you hear most of the day. Rainbow spaghetti is one of my favourite sensory activities to do, especially with this age. Now, if you didn't know this fact about me before, I actually work at a nursery doing parent and baby classes, so these things are right up my street. But at this age, they tend to want to explore and put things in their mouths, but everything we're using is safe. It's basically spaghetti, oil and food colouring. Now we did this a few days before filming this video, but I still wanted to include it as just one of the activities that I tend to do with her every now and again. It's 2:30 in the afternoon and Amaya's ready for her second nap of the day. So as I said before, she has 2 naps, one in the morning and one late afternoon. So I'm going to give her her feed, which is her 4th feed of the day, before putting her down. Amaya will nap from around 2:30 till about 4 o'clock, and I never let her sleep past 4 o'clock, otherwise she will not go down at bedtime. And she's awake, and of course she's looking for Jacob. So I'm going to let them have a little bit of playtime whilst Mummy sorts out some dinner. We all eat around 5 o'clock, so we tend to all eat as a family, and if sometimes hubby is working late, then I will give them their dinner and we will eat later on once they've gone down. Tonight she's having sweet potato mash with broccoli and spinach. She loves to take charge and she likes to feed herself. I think this is all down to the fact that we did a combination of spoon feeding and baby-led weaning. She's super independent, but it just means that I have to bring 2 spoons to the table so that she can have one and I can have one to feed her with. Then about 6 o'clock, it is time for a bath. Now I have mentioned this before, but we don't actually have a bathtub in our house. So as you can see, this is our DIY bath. It's time for her final feed of the day. So this is feed number 5. Now she sleeps through the night and she no longer requires a dream feed. So this is literally the last time I'm going to feed her until tomorrow morning. And then it's time to start our bedtime routine. So one of the things that we learn in our sleep training course is to have this be consistent every night. So I normally take Amaya, Daddy would take Jacob, and I tend to do the same things with her every night. It helps because it makes her realize that this is actually time to wind down, to relax, and it actually sends a signal to the brain that it is time for sleep. So we usually try and read a book. Now, I know that you're probably laughing because she's only 9 months, but actually she takes in a lot more than what you think. Even just hearing my voice, the words that I'm saying, or her just touching and feeling the book itself. And then we either have a little bit of a lullaby or just a cuddle before I put her down. And then I will follow the same steps as I did when I was putting her down for her naps throughout the day. So a gentle cuddle and a rock, and I put her in her cot, wide awake, and then I will turn the sound machine on, all lights are out, fully blacked out room, and I will leave, watch her on the monitor, and she will either rub her eyes a bit, maybe have a little bit of a chat to herself in a blether, toss and turn, and she will be asleep within 5 to 10 minutes. So that is usually around any time between 7 and half 7 at night. It just depends on what time she woke up from her final nap. She will not wake up through the night up until the next morning, where I will see her at around 5:45, or if we're lucky, 6:30 in the morning. In terms of Amaya's physical development, she is shuffling at the minute. So if you put her down in one place on a mat, you will find her on the other side of it within a few minutes. She's not crawling, but she's doing a backward shuffle. She also likes to stand, so she uses me to pull herself up if she's sitting on my lap. She hasn't quite worked out how to pull herself up on furniture, but once you do prop her up, she loves to just stand and I think see the view from that height. And you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And I think I mentioned this before, she loves to sing and clap. I think ever since she discovered clapping, and then she just claps anytime any music comes on, which is really cute. Yay! 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 If you're happy happy end, you know, with Clever. And from a personality perspective, she is definitely developing into her own little character at the moment. And I know you're not supposed to compare, but you can't help it as a mum. So when I think back at Jacob when he was this age, she is a lot more content. She will happily sit for a long period of time and keep herself occupied. Maybe it's because she's baby number 2, so she will not get the same amount of attention that he got, but it's really nice just to see her kind of keep busy and entertain herself when I need to see to him. Oh, so that is the end of our video today, guys. We really hope you enjoyed watching and seeing what Amaya gets up to on a daily basis. And if you have a little one that's between 6 and 9 months old, I would love to hear from you in the comments box below about what your routine looks like, anything that you're doing differently, and things that not only I but other viewers that are watching this video can benefit from. So any tips and hints are more than welcome. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, then please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you would like to see some more videos, from me and my little bunch, then please click on the subscribe button below. It is completely free of charge. What are you doing? And we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Can you say bye? Can you say bye bye? Bye! Say bye! Yay!